in the studio with Graham. Anderson and Van Gerwen have dominated for the last, well, 6 months. Phil Taylor won the match play in the Grand Slam last year, but he's just gone off the boil a little bit at the beginning of this year. But certainly beating Michael Van Gerwen here this evening would certainly put this man, Phil Taylor, back on the road to success.
Michael to throw first. Game on!
Yeah, absolutely destroyed Van Gerwen in the final of the World Match Play in July. Reduced Van Gerwen to tears on that night, so was he disappointed with his performance and the manner of his defeat. That was Taylor at his brilliant best, but that was Phil Taylor's last big TV title. Nearly a year without a big TV victory for Philip Taylor. The format of the final, the same as the semi-finals, first to 11. Michael Van Gerwen will start the favourite. Loves it on this stage. Did really well to come back in both his quarter-final and semi-final against Barney and Lewis. I just maintain that playing the second semi-final on a day of darts like this gives you the advantage.
138.
I think Van Gerwen has gone into a rhythm straight away.
Mind you, Taylor has been in this position so many times over the years.
134.
Certainly, Van Gerwen cannot let Phil Taylor get a lead like Barney did against him and A.D. Lewis. A tidy first leg here from Van Gerwen. All Phil Taylor can do is put a bit of pressure on. And he's not going to put on too much pressure with that. So, double 18 for a 13 dart first leg in the final here in Dubai. And in double 18 it is a good, clean cut first leg from Mighty Mike. Now in Taylor's game against Gary Anderson, his first dart was very good in the treble. And as I said that, his first dart there finds the treble 20.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen has won both his Dubai finals, 11-7 against Raymond van Barneveld in 2013 and Peter Wright last year. And he was unlucky not to get a maximum there because that was in and out. Just, I think, flicked the flight of the second dart as it was going through, but you could clearly see the mark in the treble 20 bed.
130.
Yes, it certainly did, Stuart, as it's come in. It isn't the barrels that stop the dart, it's the flight. And the flight is what obscures the vision of the player on the treble, and certainly that did catch the flight. Took all the speed off the dart.
Yeah, but for lots of reasons, I agree. This would mean so much to Phil Taylor if he can find a way to beat Michael Van Gerwen here in Dubai. Big 6 or 7 months coming up for both players.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what way Taylor goes. He could go for the 25, or he could just still go for those treble 20s, because Michael can't go out. No, he's gone for the 25 now, the treble 20. That leaves double top. Oh. Well, one leg apiece. And what a good start to the final. Both players on over 110 average. Michael Van Gerwen on 115 and Taylor on 111. So a nice start to the final, Stuart.
Yep, all that we expected, and hopefully they'll give us much, much more.
60.
Van Gerwen's 2 victories here in Dubai, also won the Singapore Masters last year. Phil Taylor has won 2 titles in Sydney.
131.
And 1 in Perth. In fact, he beat Van Gerwen in the Perth final last year and beat Van Gerwen in the Sydney final 2 years ago.
99.
And 70 was left. It has been hit once while we've been here in Dubai, and that was from Gary Anderson last night.
100.
And he's going to get 6 darts from here. It doesn't have to go for the bullseye, hit the treble, but I can assure you Mighty Mike would have done.
56.
Well, now, there's the outside chance. A 140 here.
Well, it puts him right back in the leg, doesn't it? What a good dart that is from Taylor. He'll try and go even better. Well, that's unlucky.
125.
That's okay, though. Didn't really hurt him that much. Now, he took out, well, tops for Van Gerwen.
74.
Well, Taylor took 117 out against Gary Anderson in a crucial leg.
Yep.
This would be for a breaker throw.
Yep. 17. He'll have one dart at tops as well to break the throw.
97.
There's heart in mouth time, I'm sure, for Michael Van Gerwen. Tops he needs. Double 10. Double 10 it is. So Taylor was close to a break, but Michael Van Gerwen with a hold in the final. First three legs, all with throw.
Well, Van Gerwen finds himself in the lead for the first time at the start of a match. To go 2-1 up. He's never been in a 2-1 up against Barnveld or against Lewis. He actually went into the first break 4-1 down in both of those games. And I feel that if Phil does start to edge into the lead, it's going to be harder to peg Phil Taylor back than the previous two matches. Although I don't think Adi Lewis will get a better chance to have beaten Michael Van Gerwen. Those two darts missed at 16 and 8s to break the throw, and I think it was to go 9-7 up. What a crucial time that was.
130.
Lovely switch from Van Gerwen. $50,000 for the winner, but I can assure you for these two, it's about much more than that. It's about the win. It's about beating your opponent. It's about the psychological advantage that might give you going into the rest of the year. But this is all about the win and the title. Brilliant again from Michael Van Gerwen. All of a sudden, pressure on Taylor's throw early on in this final.
Well, and also, Stuart, you know, Michael knows what a legend Phil Taylor is. He wants to be a legend, and he earned the handle of a legend by beating a legend time and time again. So he'll want to do that. Now, double 10.
80.
And Phil Taylor want to beat Van Gerwen because he's the young and up and coming, and there's many of them. So Taylor is not going to take this out. So the breaker throw for Van Gerwen is on the cards.
99.
So for the early advantage in the final, double 10. That should be a great guide for him. Surely. Well, would you believe that Michael Van Gerwen has missed 4 darts at double 10. How important, what an unexpected chance this is for Taylor.
And punished. What a crucial miss that was from Van Gerwen. He could be 2 legs clear. He finds himself level pegging. And you do feel that if anybody is going to make mistakes, it is Van Gerwen.
That was a pinch me leg for Taylor, without a shadow of a doubt.
It certainly was.
4 darts at double 10. 2 of them were right on the wire. And all of a sudden, different complexion on the final.
Well, Van Gerwen, he's had a real good 2 or 3 years. He's topped the £1 million on the world rankings. £1 million to a dart player.
Well, still a bob or 2 behind you, Rod, I'm sure.
140.
For Van Gerwen, he's left a bogey, but he'll be angry at those misses. Key moments early on in this final. Taylor will switch. Fantastic 177, and all of a sudden the pressure is on Michael here because he should be 3-1 up, and he could find himself going to break down here. Well, an important couple of throws coming.
130.
What a lovely
Brilliant
dart
dart.
that was, though.
It was stupid. He left a bogey, so it's given Taylor a chance of this 128. Oh, and a low dart. And the low dart in the 4 does not give Taylor that dart at a double or the bullseye, so Van Gerwen comes back to go into this first break. 3-2 up, and he does.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen with the advantage in the final. It could have been so much better, but all 5 legs in this first little session going with throw. Van Gerwen looking for a hat-trick of Dubai titles. Taylor looking for his first. Van Gerwen leads 3-2. Van Gerwen beat Taylor twice in the Premier League.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 6th leg, it's Phil to throw first. Game on.
So here we go. 3-2. Van Gerwen. Hold on to your hats. This is going to be a terrific final. Taylor looking for another. Already hit a 177.
Yes, you talked about this man, Stuart Van Gerwen. He's become a real complete player over the last 2 to 3 years. He always had the skill. He was a great dart player from the early age. I remember watching him when he was 14 years old in Holland, and Georgie Noble, one of our MCs, said, "Come and watch this young man," and he was unbelievable then. It's just taken him a long while to get used to the hustle and bustle of playing every week on the PDC circuit. Started winning on the youth tour that they run, and now he hasn't looked back since.
140.
Lovely dart. Bullseye. Pressure shot for the power.
97.
Well, it was on the wire, but a chance here for Van Gerwen to break the throw. Oh, and he's hit the treble, wants the double 18, and he does like the double 18. A breaker throw for Van Gerwen. The missed dart at the bullseye proved costly to the power. And Michael Van Gerwen now has put a bit of daylight between him and Phil Taylor. 11 dart leg. And both players over the 105 average still, but ironically not a maximum hit between them. There we have it, and as I say that, I can't see Phil Taylor missing this. Absolutely perfect timing, Mr. Taylor. Thank you very much. Well, no one's had a dart at the double to win that nice orange car to the side of the stage. A nice Mercedes. What's going to happen in this leg? I don't think Phil Taylor is thinking about winning a car. He'd rather have a leg than a car at the moment.
There's a great response from Taylor after losing his throw in the last leg. 180, 140, still in control of this 7th leg. Great final. Van Gerwen 106 average. Taylor 109 average. Make that 110. What a fantastic leg of darts. Taylor has left 46 after 9.
Yes, what a response from Phil Taylor. Got broken with an 11 dart leg from Michael Van Gerwen, and now he himself wants double 16 to break back with an 11 dart leg. An 11 darts it is, back to back 11 darters. Like you said, Stu, what a start to this final.
Oh, what a standard. He's come a long way, hasn't he, Michael Van Gerwen, since losing the World Youth Final. It just all clicked.
And that seems so long ago now, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's the great showman, great crowd pleaser, great to watch when he's in full flow. But Phil Taylor still with points to prove, loves proving people wrong. It's incredible to think, isn't it? When Taylor won his first world title in 1991, Michael van Gerwen wasn't even 1990. He wasn't even one.
No, he wasn't. No. It just shows you how long this man Phil Taylor has been around. Frightening.
92.
Well, important leg. Just seen back-to-back breaks of throw with 11 darters. Fantastic. And they're pushing each other to the limit.
140.
So to level up the final, Taylor looking to follow an 11 dart leg with a 13 darter. Double 8 it is. That was a fantastic dart right in the middle. 4-all. It's turning into a final to remember.
Yes, a really good strong leg from Taylor. You see so often a player throw a great leg to break the throw back and then not hold on to his throw strong. But Taylor had no problem with that. 14 darts and we are all square.
100.
Could be a useful last dart after a poor start to the leg for the defending Dubai champion.
140.
Just quality. In darting terms, it's a Rolls Royce against a Bentley.
140.
It really is that good. Taylor 109 average, Michael van Gerwen up to 107.
140.
I'd say more a Rolls Royce against a Lamborghini. The young man has got to drive a Lamborghini or even a Ferrari perhaps. Well, 6 darts from 176 for Van Gerwen. A visit without a treble could open the door just a little bit. And it is a little bit as well. And Taylor knows this is where he's been so good over the years. Piles the pressure on. Although it's a miss, that's not a bad guide. And that's the reason why. And there we have it. It's done that so many times. The pressure now, 2 darts at treble 20 for Van Gerwen. And that's a blocker dart.
To leave double 18. Well, the second dart was so good. Unfortunately, the dart at the double for Van Gerwen wasn't, but the 140 to put the pressure on and give him a chance here. Brilliant. This for a 3rd straight leg. Biggest dart of this final so far. You just felt that's exactly where it was going. And Taylor breaks again. He's won 3 consecutive legs. Averaging nearly 108.
And that's the part of the game and why he's won so many titles. You know, that just on the 200, piles the pressure on, puts the pressure on his opponent to miss the double, which Michael did, and then cleans the leg up. And there we have the averages leg on leg. Leg 7, 136. That was the 11 dart. And then the 14 darter. And then the level par 15.
Important moments just before the second break in this final.
95.
Well, Van Gerwen will sense a chance. Just so good, the standard's so high.
55.
And there we have it, both on 106 averages. Phil just dip into the 105. We'll visit without a treble, and Van Gerwen will put his average up. Right, it looks like we could be going in at 5 apiece. But a 140 here from Taylor may just upset that, or even a 180 with that dart. It looks pretty good. If he lays this one on the flight, it's pressure again. Throwing great darts at crucial times in legs.
Well, fantastic maximum from Taylor to give him the chance to win a 4th straight leg. Fantastic. Double 12. Double 12. And Taylor's in control of this final. He knows how important that was. Taylor wins 4 legs on the spin. Michael Van Gerwen was sat on double 18 to win all up. But Phil Taylor has looked irresistible. But those doubles have been punishing for the Dutchman.
Well, the one part of Phil Taylor's game is standing out from this to it, especially over those last 2 legs from 4 all. Taylor went to 6-4 up. Was from over 200, he went out in 2 visits. Comes in with 140 in leg 9 and 180 in leg 10 to set it up. And that really did pile the pressure on Van Gerwen. And Taylor visits the board and takes out the shot. And that is the difference. Michael Van Gerwen not doing a great deal wrong, apart from just having the odd visit without a treble.
Just looks so focused. He's looked driven in the last 2 days here in Dubai, Taylor. Disappointments, the failure to qualify for the Premier League playoffs.
Also, I think, let's be honest, he's not a young man anymore. And sometimes when you're looked after, like we have been out in Dubai, we have to say that the hotel has been brilliant. Cars backwards and forwards whenever the players and the staff want them. I'm not saying we don't look after them back home, but, the extra and the sun, it just makes you feel better. And I just think that's why Phil Taylor has looked casual and had a smile on his face.
He's looked relaxed. His darts have been far from it, though. Bullseye, this would be a huge blow. He wasn't far away. That was for 7-4. And Van Gerwen cannot afford to miss now. To stay in the final, you think. Brilliant. Under pressure, that was a great dart. But Taylor, 1 dart at the ball to go 7-4 up.
Let's not forget, Van Gerwen has been in this position in his quarter-final and his semi-final. And found himself behind and still pegged it back.
80.
Both players still around the 106 and 107 average. A very high performance, polished performance from both players.
A busy month for both. World Cup of Darts coming up in Frankfurt. Of course, the next leg on the World Series 2015 takes us to Japan at the end of June. Still to hit a 180 in the final, Michael Van Gerwen.
Oh, this could be Taylor's 3rd. Certainly could be his 3rd. Oh, he can't believe he missed that. We can't believe that he missed it. That first dart for Van Gerwen was absolutely perfect in that treble 20. Yeah. He needs to start following those up. He can't make mistakes.
100 there will be source of disappointment for Van Gerwen.
42.
Well, a chance here for Michael, a 140. Well, he hasn't delivered, has he? And that's been the big difference in the final. When Taylor's been in that situation, he's pile the pressure on his younger opponent. But Van Gerwen unable to even leave a finish.
Well, Taylor, all he's got to do is hit the treble, which he's done. I don't understand that. I don't understand that from Phil. He must have been concentrating so much that the switch to the 16 should have been the route.
Well, he's left double two on a number of occasions during this tournament. It's fast becoming his favourite double. He hasn't missed it. 7-5 Taylor. Well, finally a maximum. It's taken him 13 legs, Michael Van Gerwen.
Yes, that's incredible. You would never think that it would take 13 legs for the world number one to hit a maximum. And perhaps he'll hit 2. Or you could see in his face how annoyed he was that the second dart didn't go in. Well, Phil Taylor just changed his dart there. Thought what he was going to throw didn't feel right, perhaps.
135.
Van Gerwen here.
140.
Should get back to within a leg. It's all about trying to break the Taylor throw. If we go all the way to 21 legs, Van Gerwen would have the darts. But again, the pressure from Taylor. That's magnificent. Double 16 for Michael. Under pressure, again, Taylor's forced him to miss.
Well, if Taylor takes out this 86, it'll be the third leg in this match that he's done this. A big score, and then the next visit he takes it out. It's going to have to be on the... No, it's double 7 down the bottom of the board.
72.
He just said to himself, rubbish. Crucial dart missed from Taylor. Well, a crucial dart hit from mighty Michael Van Gerwen.
Well, in the 11th leg, Taylor missed the bull to go 7-4 up. In the 13th leg, he's just missed one dart at double 7, which would have given him an 8-5 lead. Fine margins in a fine final.
100.
Well, Michael has walked the tightrope against Barney and against Lewis, and he'll probably be thinking, well, I've got a little bit of luck on my shoulder. I love this place, I love this stage, and that's what will make him keep plugging away. He'll have it in his head that it doesn't matter what happens, I'm still going to win. The mindset, the focus is always there at the moment.
A lot of room for more for Taylor.
140.
To leave a finish, how much pressure will he be on? Loose one. Well, 2 loose ones. Treble 3, the last dart for Michael Van Gerwen. And you can see as he trudges back after getting his darts, how disappointing that was for the world number one. Double 8 for another fantastic finish.
120.
Well, this would be a fantastic finish in this position. Treble 19. Oh, and he's missed the treble 19 and he's angry with himself. So Taylor to hold on to his throw and to keep that 2-leg advantage. And to go 3 away for his first win. Dubai Duty Free Masters here. In the magnificent city of Dubai. This is an incredible place now.
Well, this final has been Taylor back to his best.
31. 14.
Effectively, Van Gerwen just one break of throw behind.
Yes, he threw first in the match, so he's only going to break Phil Taylor one time, and there are the averages. Exceptional averages from both players, not a lot between them. Ironic that you hit a ton and your average comes down. You've got to hit over the 110 before it goes up.
Well, must-win leg for Michael Van Gerwen. As you mentioned, as he's done for most, or if not the majority of this tournament, has been playing catch-up, but he's still in there fighting, defending his title here in Dubai.
132.
Possible 13 darter then for Van Gerwen. Might be under pressure though.
140. Might be required 32.
1 from 4 on double 16.
Well, he's busted it.
He's busted the
That's
score.
incredible.
Cannot believe it. Again, the pressure. Well, is this where the final in Dubai swings firmly in Taylor's favour?
Well, Taylor's old school. He's going to go for the 20. 20 leaves him the bullseye. That leaves him double 5. And again, one dart of the double missed for Taylor. I can't see Van Gerwen letting him off again. And he hasn't.
Well, Michael Van Gerwen somehow is managing to stay in this final. Phil Taylor, in the last 3 legs that Van Gerwen has had the darts, has had a dart to break in each of them. He's missed them all, and somehow Van Gerwen is still in it. Fabulous final. Taylor leads 8-7 in a race to 11 to be crowned the champion in Dubai. We hope for something special. They haven't disappointed.
Who will come out of the break the best? Taylor, crucially holds on to his throw here. Now, it'd be ironic, Stuart, that if Van Gerwen wins this leg, and with the throw, it could be that 17th leg again for the 3rd match on the trot. Could be the first time he takes the lead.
Turning points in both games against Barney and Lewis. That 17th leg, but Taylor at the moment has got a head of steam on. That's 4-1-80s. Michael Van Gerwen has hit just 1 in this final. This might be 2. And it is! It means so much to both players to win this final.
May go 25. No, he's gone for 57 and he's picked it off. I thought he may go 25 to guarantee himself a dart of the double instead of the bull, but he's going to guarantee himself 2 darts, and I'm sure they'll be at double 16 to go within 2 legs of his first win here in Dubai. Unless the first time that really Taylor has made a mistake on his throw.
Van Gerwen needs double 14 to turn this final on its head. Look how much it means to the world number 1. 2 crucial missed doubles from Philip Taylor at double 16. And Van Gerwen with the break. It's 8-all.
And a 12 dart leg from Mighty Mike, the world number 1. There's those 2 missed darts.
Well, do you
double
know,
16.
After 10 legs, Phil Taylor was 6 out of 10. 60% check-out success rate on the doubles. He's now 8 out of 18. And Michael Van Gerwen has found an extra gear in this final.
Well, 75 in total maximums so far. I'm sure there's going to be 2 or 3 more.
Wow, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
71.
180, 171. He's on a 10-darter, Michael Van Gerwen. It's amazing, isn't it? 2 misses at double 16 from Taylor. Van Gerwen takes 85 out to level. And Taylor just doing all that he can to put the pressure on. But this for a 10-dart leg. Busted score. Taylor not on the finish. A bit of a after the Lord Mayor show there from Michael.
Well, certainly Taylor's going to be on a finish now.
134.
Is Michael going to give him another visit? I think not. For leg 17, for the third match on the trot, Michael Van Gerwen goes into the lead. Surely he's got to put that in his lottery numbers from now on, Stuart.
Yes, 3 straight legs for Michael Van Gerwen. Phil Taylor was in control of the final, and he should have been further in front. 7-4, 8-5, 9-6. All there for the taking, but for missed doubles. But there's a spring in the step. There's more belief now, I think, flowing through the veins of Van Gerwen as he closes in. He hopes on a 3rd consecutive title here in Dubai.
66.
And not a good visit from Phil. First dart found the treble.
100.
Michael steals a bit of a lead in this leg. And Phil now under pressure. Really for the first time in this game. The pressure that he's got to hold on to his throw, and that is a perfect dart. He's going to be disappointed if he doesn't follow this up. And that's where the pressure is on the scoring still. Again, Lum treble 20 and not following it up.
Disappointing from Van Gerwen as well. Chance there just to put some more pressure on Taylor. It's the final in Dubai, going the distance. Fantastic. Fantastic from Taylor. Van Gerwen will look at a 180 here to leave tops. And that's exactly what he's done. Astonishing darts from both of them.
Well, in the early part of the game, it was Phil Taylor that was doing that and putting pressure on mighty Michael Van Gerwen. And now Van Gerwen has hit the maximum to put the pressure. Can Taylor? 20. Oh, he's gone 12 for double top. Oh, again, the pressure has forced a miss. Van Gerwen for a 13-dart leg and another break.
Van Gerwen makes it 4 consecutive legs, and Michael Van Gerwen has stormed back in this final, and now the world #1 steps up to win it for a 3rd consecutive year. Missed doubles from Phil Taylor in the second half of the final. The big difference, but Van Gerwen certainly stepped it up with some big scoring.
Well, it was those 2 darts at the 16s that started the run of Michael Van Gerwen that Phil Taylor missed. And Michael Van Gerwen nicked that leg and then started the run. And we do talk about Michael, the way he puts these 3, 4, 5 legs together. And that's exactly what he's done since we come off that last break. Averages still over 107 for Taylor, under the 6.5 for Van Gerwen's. We see it there, just under 107 for Michael.
98.
And Phil Taylor averaging 107.5, and it may not be enough.
A few years back, Stu, you'd have said you were crazy.
Phenomenal. 36.
Phenomenal dart from Michael van Gerwen to take him to the verge of victory here in Dubai. What's Philip Taylor got left in the tank? 107 is Phil Taylor's average. He may not throw another dart. Double four for Michael van Gerwen to win. 3 on the spin here in Dubai. A fabulous final. But it's Michael van Gerwen who comes from behind to make it a hat-trick of titles at the Dubai Duty-Free Darts Masters. Both players averaging 107. And Michael van Gerwen winning 5 straight legs to race to victory. You can see how much it means to the young man. Phil Taylor gave it a real go, averaging 107, but the power pipped by a fantastic performance from Michael van Gerwen. The champion of Dubai for a 3rd straight year. Van Gerwen wins a thrilling final, 11-8.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.